Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demo, swatches, a ton of comparisons on the brand new Tiger Eye Eyeshadow Quad by Tom Ford. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details about this new eyeshadow formula from Tom Ford, then just keep on watching. Tom Ford is on a roll with all these new eyeshadow quads. I said all of these because we had two new launches with the Tom Ford badass extreme eyeshadow quads, the ones that they come. I have one right here and I'm still waiting for the other one, the Metalast. I will be reviewing that one too. Then the Belle de Peche, which is from the Bitter Peach collection. And now there are three new quads on this new formulation called the CREME formulation. Kind of like cream to powder formula, creamy formulation, and I don't know which one you will be watching first or which one I will be uploading first, but out of those three new quads, I picked up two. One of them is Rose Topaz, which I already have recorded my video. My review is this beauty right here. So again, I don't know which one you're going to be watching first, but today I'm going to be reviewing the one in 36 Tiger Eye. There's another one that is called, I think, Smoky Quartz. It seems like all the shades right there, they are all matte. Again, same new formula, cream formulation, not cream, creme, like I said, kind of like cream to powder formula, not actually creamy formula, but that one right there, because it was all matte, I said, I don't know if to get it or not, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, so far, I'm liking it, this formulation. So I'm not gonna give you away my review on that Rose Topaz. Go ahead and watch it so you can really see details. I also got you a bunch of comparisons and whatnot, but today again I'm gonna dedicate it to Tiger Eye. So the quad, it's the same kind of like presentation, same kind of like unicard. It's also made in Italy, comes with 9 grams of product, and here you have 36 Tiger Eye, and I will be leaving all the details of my makeup, where to find these eye quads, on the description box below, along with the links. And then as you take this out, the quad comes in the little suede pouch. As per usual, there's really not much difference on to like which one is like the classic formula that we have seen for years, the wet and dry formula, and this new formula right here. In a way, I wish that he could have done not a complete different packaging, but something that will differentiate one to another, but not a big deal. We will we will talk about that later. So there you go, and then inside you have your quad right there. Pricing for the quad is the same as all the other quads. There's no difference right there. And then let's open it up, and this one is more of like a warm tone kind of quad. Really beautiful. You know, my friends, I love my peachy shades. I love all these warmer tones right here. They suit my skin tone, and honestly, I'm excited to try it. I'm very excited about it. Just take these two applicators right here. By the way, if you're new here to my channel, welcome, and welcome to all of you. I do film in natural light, so hopefully this will give you the best representation of how the product looks like if you were looking at it in person. Now let's just give it a go here. The formulation is just so creamy, smooth, so smooth. Ooh, okay. These shades right here. So all of these shades are, I will say, more between, I would say these three kind of like metallic shades, but not super foil. And then this one right here is a matte, yeah, matte shade. It doesn't have luminosity to it, but look at that. Ooh, okay, let's go ahead and swatch it. Oh no, I'm excited about this one. Oh my goodness, this makes me This is such a beautiful color story. You know, my friends, I love my peachy tones. I really love that this tone right here, although bronzy tone, is not super warm, so it feels like it's gonna balance out the warmth of these other two tones. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm excited right here. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and start with this eye look. I'm gonna go with a REPHR number 15 brush, and I'm gonna go to this shade here. Do you see how they look on the pan after you swatch them? That's what I'm saying about this is a creamy formula. And I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna apply it above the crease and also on the outer V. I'm gonna put a little bit more and see how much I can build it up. I think that's plenty. And by the way, I don't have an eyeshadow base right now. I just apply a little bit of whatever concealer I had here and just put it above on my eyelid. SONIA G Classic Crease, and I'm going to delete the shade. Taking this shade and applying it on my outer V. Smith 253 brush, and I'm gonna go to this peachy shade. Going with my finger, I'm gonna go to this light shade right here. It also has a peachy undertone to it, and I'm gonna apply it right on the middle of the eyelid, just to create kind of like a halo effect. REPHR 02 brush, and I'm taking the shade and applying it on the lower lash line. SONIA G flat definer, and I'm taking the shade and applying it very close beneath the lower lash line. REPHR 23 brush, and I'm applying it on the inner corner and also on the brow bone. Going with my Tom Ford eye defining pen. REPHR 29 brush, and I'm gonna take this and apply it right here on the rim of my tear duct. The eyeshadow look is completely done. I went ahead and applied just a little bit of blush. I used the new Chanel Peche Rosee blush from the Spring Summer 2022 collection. It occurs to me that perhaps I can use from the same Tiger Eye palette this shade right here, because this has a little bit of like a peach and champagne undertone that I think it will work for my skin tone. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Wayne GOSS brush, which is made from blue squirrel hair bristles, so it's gonna pick up product but not a ton of it, and that's exactly what I want, just a tiny bit. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. This formula is so soft and so creamy that it glides on the skin. Incredible. Perfect. Just perfect. I love it. Here, before I jump into comparisons, the fragrance of the day, Tom Ford Rose Sprig. I love this baby right here. So beautiful and feminine. perfect for the season. I really love the mix of roses from Bulgarian rose, May rose, and also Turkish rose, and then a little bit of that patchouli in it, and the tonka. It smells so beautiful. Just perfect for the season. If you haven't smelled Tom Ford Rose Brick, I will highly suggest to get at least a little sample. You're gonna be in love with it. Okay, my friends, now let's jump into comparisons right here. I thought immediately to compare it to Suspicion. So here is Tiger Eye and Suspicion, and if you have been following me for any point in time, you know that one of my most used and most loved eyeshadow quads from Tom Ford is Suspicion. Is the one that I just absolutely love. It never fails me. So I'm just gonna give it a swatch here. There you go. See, this one has a little bit of warmth, but this one have more coolness with this brighter shade, and I'm just gonna swatch it right next to it so you can see the difference right here. Okay, I feel like Suspicion, it's okay, it has the warmth on these two shades right here, but then it brings some coolness on the lighter and the deepest shade. And then I have here another Tom Ford eyeshadow quad that has been discontinued, and I'm talking about Cognac Sable. This quad is just so gorgeous. I'm almost about to hit pan right there, but I don't use it as often anymore because you cannot find it. So I thought, let's compare. Now, Cognac Sable has the classic formulation from Tom Ford. So there you go. Also on the warm tones. I feel like this shade right here is already kind of like getting dry and patchy. It's just this baby right here, unfortunately, is getting old, and I feel so bad about it. But let's see. Let's just put it right here. I mean, it can be in the same kind of family, but they are not identical. We just built up this shade right here. I mean, not exactly the same shades, but very close. And then not too long ago, Dior has come out with a new eyeshadow queen. It's called Organza, and it's just so lovely. I made a review. To me, this is one of the unofficial spring 2022 collection from Dior, because they launched two different queens that they are just so like they scream spring. They do. One of them is Organza and the other one is called Poplin. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna just go ahead and swatch this one right here. Definitely you don't get that very deep intense shade as you get in Tiger Eye, but I thought, you know, might as well. Let's just swatch it. And then again, this queen from Dior plays really well with that mix of like cool tones and warm tones. So here we have, this is Dior, and this is a lot more softer, more like a spring-like. And then we have here Tiger Eye. Now here to my final thoughts about Tiger Eye. Again, like I said about Rose Topaz, I absolutely love this new formulation from Tom Ford. This is what I'm looking forward from Tom Ford. Please give us these type of formulas. I mean, like, don't step it down. I really love the wet and dry formula. The classic formula is really good as well. This formula is up there, extraordinary. The new extreme formula from the new Badass eyeshadow palettes, this is gorgeous too. Let's just keep it at that. That's what I want to see, because this formulation is very easy to apply. Like in no time you will have an eyeshadow look. In no time. And if you have mature eyelids, if you have a lot of folds on your eyelids, if you have texture on your eyelids, although all of these you can apply it, if applying it with kind of like a blender or diffusing kind of brush, you will get kind of like a very nice soft satin finish. And then if you apply it with a brush that is just a little bit more dense, you can get a finish that it looks a little bit more metallic, but without being too much. The formula is nice and thin and creamy and forgiving and beautiful. I mean, like, I can go on and on and on and on about this formulation. It's just one of the best formulations that I have seen right now in the market. Perhaps some people are thinking right now, what about Natasha Denona cream to powder formula that I know not a lot of people are fond to. I will not say it's extremely alike to it, because this one is way more easy to use. There's zero fallout, there's no patchiness into it. It's just gorgeous. But I want to be very clear with you right here, not in formula, but in finish, in the outcome. It actually, you know, it will give you a like finish to, say, the wet and dry formula, but completely different formulations. But the finish, if you're looking for this finish right here, but you like, I don't know, this color story or another color story from these new quads, that's what you're gonna get. This very soft look. And soft, not saying soft that you're not gonna get pigment. You actually, with this formulation, you get quite a bit of pigment. In fact, I will have to tell you that if you go with the deeper shade, go very lightly, because you're gonna get a ton of pigment from it. But what I'm saying is that beautiful finish that looks kind of blur on your eyelids, that you cannot really see anything emphasized. I mean, like, for me to use that, I have a little bit of texture right here that I can use this formula as a highlighter. That talks really, really good about this formulation. And I have used the one in Rose Topaz a couple days in a row right now, and I have to say that the longevity of it is incredible. I mean, from morning to evening, I didn't saw any fading. Again, no fallout, no creasing, no gathering. Absolutely stunning. 100% stamp of approval right here. If you're eyeing any of these eyeshadow quads in this new cream formula from Tom Ford, I will say give them a try. You will not be disappointed at all whatsoever. And I hope to see a lot more of these from Tom Ford. I hope that with this one right here, doesn't mean that they are fading away the wet and dry formula. Hopefully that's not the case. I haven't heard anything about it. In fact, I had asked 3 of my essays is like, have you heard any rumors that the wet and dry formula is being discontinued? All of them, they told me no, we haven't heard anything about it, although there's always possibilities of any product to be discontinued, not only the eyeshadows, you know, it's just like every single brand. But there's no rumors that the wet and dry formula is going away or anything like that. Obviously, who knows, there's no guarantees. But, you know, regardless, this formulation, hopefully it stays on the line. And I hope that they don't replace neither the wet and dry formula or the classic formulation, because this is a great addition to the Tom Ford eyeshadow quads repertoire. I think the only thing I think I mentioned at the beginning that I would have done is to change, I don't know, perhaps the color of the compact, perhaps made it all gold, just so there was a difference between, you know, a classic formula, a wet and dry formula. Would have been nice, but I mean, not a big of a deal. It's just, you know, some food for thought right there. Okay, my friends, and I think this makes it for this video. I hope that you really found it helpful, informative. I would love to know from you, have you tried this new creme formulation from Tom Ford, or are you planning to try it? Are you excited about it? Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.